Well, hello, lovely YouTube peoples. We're going to try out something new, okay? We're going to try out something new. I want you to hang in there with me as we try this, because I never know how it's going to go live. Like I do these things by myself, privately, and they're fine for me. And then I'm like, okay, we'll branch out, we'll bring it to y'all. So it's simple though. It's simple. A 4-card spread for each zodiac sign, but each of the 4 cards has a placement. The first card being, and I wrote it down on my on my paper so I won't forget, because this is shortened from a larger spread that I do. So what's on their mind, what's their perception of you, advice from the tarot, and the outcome. Because whether we are partnered or not partnered, looking for love, not looking for love, doesn't matter. This world is built off of relationships of some type. So platonic, whatever, romantic, you and your pet. We've covered it all on this channel. So whomever it is that you feel like you're having the most like stickiness with, so be that husband, wife, boss, sideline hoe, fucking square it. Why do you want to be in a video? Why do you do this every time? Seriously though, I'm fucking actually wanting it honest. I'm wanting it honest from you, square it. Why? Before I start these videos, I literally will sit here and talk to the camera without it even being on, without it recording, just being like, okay, hi, so this is what it's like when I film a video. This is kind of a run draft of if I do a video, and I do this whole fucking song and dance for at least 2 minutes, sometimes longer, where I'm just talking to myself loud and animated, so that when if she thinks she gets it twisted, and she's like, oh, mom's talking to me, then she'll come in here and be aggravating, and then we can do this and be done. So we've already done this. I poked you in the eye. Did I poke you in the eye? And it's actually really easy to hurt little animals' eyeballs, especially dogs. They have an open eye socket. Doesn't matter, but we have closed eye sockets. So you have this whole closed ocular region where it's like I have a bone all the way around. They don't. It's like a mountainside with a lump of goo. That's their eye. That's why you can take it and push on the top of it and be like, and that's why you can do that, because they don't have bones there. And I just plucked her one. Okay. Please go lay down, then. You are loved. You are deeply loved and cared for. Please go lay down. Go lay down. Go lay down. I'm trying out something new. I'm stressed. Go. Fuck. This is already going to take a while. People are already not going to want to watch the video. Oh my God, Squirmit, do you have to go poop even though you don't? You just want a Houdini. So now I can be all trying to watch you with my side eye out. Pause. Okay, come on. Please go outside and please don't run away. Please don't bark at the neighbors in your own goddamn yard. They are of the holy Jesus folk. No. Now she's out there fucking barking. Y'all. Ooh, the universe be trying it. Okay. Vagina crystals, y'all. You know the deal. Placed. Connection to God. Restored. Right. Okay. Here we go. I'm trying to slide the deck I want over here. Tie tea, bitch. Hell of a drug. Got it right here. I better not look over here out this window and see the square running around. We've already started. Okay, great. All right, what's on their mind? What's their perception of you? Advice from the tarot and the outcome. So these 4 cards for each zodiac sign. So go ahead and picture the individual that you have the stickiest relationship with. And also, check your sun, moon, and rising. Because I do. It's the cool thing to do. No, it just gives you a better idea. Sometimes there's details from each that make sense. Just saying. Okay, so let's do this. All right, some information about Aries for Aries people. Whoa, okay, so we already know what's on their mind. We got King of Wands. What's their perception? All right, now don't be spitting it out. What's their perception of you? What's their perception of you? ain't kidding. They ain't kidding. All right. Advice from the tarot. Advice from the tarot for my Aries people. Okay. And outcome. What is the outcome? All right. That's 2 cards. We'll take it. Okay. All right. I'm already starting out by taking more than 4 cards, which is dangerous because this will take like all day if I don't read it fast. Okay. Aries folks, what's on their mind? The King of Wands. So this individual that you're working with, I think that they might have a bit more of like, bit more of business on their mind. It feels like this person is really concerned with, no. I hate life. Please. Please go. All right. Don't make. She's still right there. She might come back, Aries. She might come back. But I think this person is very like career focused right now or project focused. Why did it fucking look like a koala jumped in front of my window? There are no koalas here. There's literally not impossible. And koalas, I don't even think leap like that. They sleep. It looked like something like that. I don't know what's outside. It better not be square meant. Oh God, everything's wrong. Everything's wrong about this. Maybe this idea should be tabled for another time. Holy fuck. Right. Okay. But they're focusing on their career. They're coming across as very like goal driven. So I'm thinking, and especially what is their perception of you? I think that they think that you are going to take your sweet time with something. You're healing. You're taking your sweet time. So they might just be thinking, okay, while you're over here doing this, taking your sweet time and time out for yourself, Aries, then I guess I'll go and do something productive with myself. Because if I'm over here trying to hold down the fort, then I'm just going to, leave you to your business. The advice, it does seem like just keep yourself focused on the real world. Keep yourself grounded. Keep yourself rooted. Don't get lost in emotional fantasies. Don't get lost in overthinking or any such shit like that. Just keep yourself rooted in the physical and, whether it's keeping your money on your mind, keeping your groceries in your pantry, whatever it is, just keep your feet on the ground right now and just woosah, keep it focused like that. Because the outcome, we have the Devil reversed and the 8 of Pentacles reversed. This is great, actually, Aries. This is breaking any toxic ties. So it's like you are leveling up in relation to this person or this thing. You're moving on out of the toxicity. You're getting over it. This is something that perhaps you are... This can go two ways, this 8 of Pentacles. Either you can feel like you're giving up on a toxic situation so that you can move on. So it's like, I give up, I let go. I'm not working on that anymore to free myself. Or 2, you are just now cracking open that toxicity. So it's like you are dealing with it, you're healing, you're breaking free, but it could be something that you've just become like newly aware of, a toxicity you've just become aware of to start breaking free from. So you haven't mastered this yet. You're not 100% free of the devil's clasps, but you are well on your way. Staying grounded is going to keep you healing. And this person, it just looks like they might just be kind of like doing their own thing right now. Like you and this person are just kind of like doing their own thing. So that is Aries. All right. Now, Taurus people, I always end up having like hair sticking to my nose and it's itchy and I don't want to be like picking my nose and scratching my nose in front of people, Christ's sake. Okay, Taurus people. So let's see here. What's on their mind? A card for what's on their mind. Great. What's their perception of you? What is their perception of you? What is the advice from the tarot? What is the advice from the tarot? And what is the outcome for Taurus people? Oh, 2 cards. 2 cards. You got 2 outcome cards too, just like Aries. That all popped out. All right. So, what we have here, what's on their mind is the 9 of Cups in reverse. So I'm thinking that the person you might be having a sticky situation with is feeling like, is this actually my wish? Is this actually what I wanted? You know, there's like a cliche phrase out there that's like, be careful what you wish for, you just might get it. And for some reason, that's what this feels like in terms of where their mind is right now. It's like, is this really what I wished for? Is this really what I bargained for? I'm not sure that this is going to bring me emotional fulfillment. It's like, you know, we might dream of being millionaires or something like that, and then we become millionaires, like obviously none of us, right? And then we realize, oh, that wasn't it. That didn't do it. So it's like I got what I wanted, or I thought I did, and I'm realizing maybe that's not it. You know, so it's like I'm feeling like that might be kind of on their minds. Now, their perception of you is Hermit. They see you being distant. They see you being kind of, I don't want to go as far as saying cold and aloof, Taurus, because this doesn't necessarily mean cold and aloof, but this does mean kind of distant. They see you being very cerebral. They see you being very in your head, almost to the level of being perfectionistic even, you know, like, perhaps this is a situation where you've incubated yourself and you're thinking about things so much that you've almost got like this extreme picture going on that isn't really rooted in reality anymore, or it's just very in your head. Their perception of you, Taurus, is that you're very, very in your head. There's something very cerebral going on here. As far as the advice is the Chariot reversed, which is very simply stop that. Just leveling with you, Taurus. It's just saying stop it. Stop it. Don't be cold. Don't be aloof. Don't be an overthinker or get out of your head. Or like if you're being too cerebral or too perfectionistic or something like that, it's just saying like pump the brakes on it. Like check yourself before you wreck yourself. Don't drive off any cliffs or anything. So, you know, like it's something, the advice feels kind of like check in with your willpower and your determination and bring that back out, because this is kind of feeling like a weakness. Their thought process or their feelings being kind of like turned upside down right now has a lot to do with you being kind of too cerebral and this, I don't want to say weakness in a bad way, but it does. It feels like, you know, a weak will, a low determination. It feels kind of like that insecure type of feeling. That's what I feel when I'm looking at this. So the outcome, Taurus, is the Six of Pentacles with the Ten of Wands. This mashup right here, this glorious mashup, is just saying you need to bring balance to your life, because again, you are fixing to wreck yourself. You're fixing to take on more than you can handle or try to push too hard. I think you might be pushing hard against the grain or kind of like trying to swim upstream, and it's like just release that resistance so you can bring some balance back into your life, because it just feels like pushing something so hard, forcing it to fit, when all you really need to do is just kind of like throw your hands up. You know, you hear let go and let God, you hear that, but it's basically just the concept of like releasing resistance so that all this stuff can kind of like fall back down into like a natural balance, because right now it feels like things are kind of wonky and out of balance. Okay, so that's what we need to do before you wreck yourself, Taurus. Before you do. Okay, that's Taurus. Okay, Gemini. Let's see here. What's on their mind? Okay, Queen of Wands. Hey, I'm not mad at it. What's their perception of you? What is their perception of you, Gemini? King of Pentacles. Okay. Advice from the tarot. The Nine of Cups, but upright. Yeah, Taurus just got it reversed. And the outcome for Gemini. The outcome. Boom. Ace of Pentacles. And that was an Aries card. Why are there so many repeats? What's with all the cross-watching? That's what I feel like. Okay. All right. So, what's on their mind right now, Gemini? It looks like they are being kind of self-focused. You could call that selfish if you want, but I think it looks like they're focusing on their career or focusing on their hobbies or their goals or their desires or what they want to do. That's where their focus is right now. They are doing them. They're being a go-getter and they're working on themselves, trying to figure out what they want and to bring what they want into fruition. So it feels kind of self-focused in that way. Their perception of you is, you got it going on. King of Pentacles. They're like, well, if he's over there being a king, well, then I might as well just level up and be my little queen self. So it just seems like everybody here is really focused on, both people here are focused on making themselves the best version that they can be, the highest version of themselves that they can be. So it's just a lot of self-improvement going on in both camps. The advice is to keep that shit up, in my opinion. This is saying that them taking care of themselves being in a high place, you taking care of yourself being in a high place, is going to take y'all to a place that is emotionally fulfilling. It will feel like dreams and desires and wishes are coming true because we're both putting in the work into ourselves so that we both show up like high vibe, high level. The outcome, this is a great outcome. So y'all are going to find yourselves in a situation where abundance is heading your way and like physical abundance is coming. So whether this is, you're going to end up making a whole lot of money from this, you're going to end up making your home look fucking gorgeous, like, you know, Better Homes and Gardens magazines, whatevs. Gemini, you're going to be doing something that really returns on its investment. So whatever you are putting in all this boss up energy into, it is going to pay back dividends, and you are going to see it, you are going to feel it, you are going to know it. This is taking you towards like a very prosperous time. You're headed right into a very prosperous time, Gemini. So if you were freaking out about money or living situation, career, or any kind of projects that you've been soaking yourself into, don't worry about it. Keep going. Keep putting in the hard work because the hard work's going to pay off big time. All right. That's Gemini. I'm happy for you, Gemini. Damn. I keep looking out this window to see if I see my square running away. I don't know if I'd even see her if she did get out. Okay, Cancerians, what is on your person's mind, Cancer? What is on their mind? The full reverse. What's their perception of you? What's their perception of you, Cancer? We got too many cards there. Let's just try that one more time. What's their perception? They got lots of thoughts about you, and they better keep it to their damn self. Unless you want to hear it, and then that's fine. If they want to be nice and come correct. All right, let's see here. All right, their perception of you, 6 of Swords in the upright. Advice of the Tarot. The Tarot's advice for my Cancerians. And the outcome for my Cancerians. What is the outcome for my Cancerians? All righty, so you've got 3 out of 4 of your cards are major arcana, Cancer. I just want you to go ahead and take a note. This is some big shit going on with you, Cancer. What you got going on? You got some big shit. Okay, so what's on their mind is the Fool in reverse. This feels like some apprehension about going forward. And I think the reason why they might be apprehensive about like really opening up and taking a risk towards you is because their perception of you is that you are over it and that you are moving on. Cancer, that's just what I see. This is, listen, I done racked my brain about you a little bit too hard, a little bit too long, and I'm not fixing to do that anymore. I'm kind of getting off the hamster wheel now. Thanks, fine, okay? I'm going towards that rainbow there. Gondola, take me away, you sexy beast. Yeah, and so now this has your person in their mind, in their feels, being like, that means... like, where do I fit in? Where do I fit in? Do I fit in this situation? Is this person leaving me behind? So do I need to be like, and sit back and kind of be, I don't want to say cowardly. That's a little bit mean, I think. But there is, when the Fool is reversed, there is a bit of a foolishness about the person, you know, in their mind. They could be a little foolish. They could be making foolish decisions. They could be saying foolish shit where you're like, I know you just did not. Did you just? To my fucking face with your whole ass chest? Did you just? Cancer, that's kind of what I feel. What I feel. Because the advice of the tarot is like, listen, you need to be judicious. Act as a judge would, sitting on the throne. Okay? Be judicious. Take in the facts. Don't get lost in mental narratives and storylines. Don't get lost in pleas of emotions. You know, when I say please, I mean P-L-E-A-S. There's a car going really slow. I hope it's not because my squarement's in the road. Anyway, I'll look out there in just a second. This is like, don't fall for any kind of pleas of towards emotion or something like that. It's like, no, keep yourself level-headed and take in the facts and be fair in your decision making, because you're doing something, you're moving somewhere, you're going somewhere new, and so it's like, be judicious about that. Be judicious, and be judicious with the person that you're interacting with. And the outcome is, again, this is a card of movement. You are not hung up anymore. You're not hung up over this anymore. You won't be hung up over this anymore. You will be moving forward. You will be. This is a situation where you're going to be ready. You feel like you've gotten all the information you need to know. You've gotten all the perspective that you need to know, and you are just ready to move, to keep it pushing with your life. And if that means this person figures it out and follows suit, cool. If they don't figure it out, then bye-bye. Bye, Felicia. You had your chance. So that is for you, Cancer. That is for you. Let me go see if my squarement is in this backyard right quick, because I don't know. It's been questionable. Hold up. Pause. Let's see. Rosie, you idiot, come here. Rosie. Right. I'm time stamping, so y'all don't even have to be bothered. But yeah, she Houdini'd again. She was not in my fucking yard. She was over there with the neighbors. She was probably playing in the fucking highway, which shows your Cheeto brain and your decision-making abilities. And then when I had to go outside and get her that's why I'm winded, from the wrong side of the fence, because she Houdini'd out, couldn't get back in. Even after I fixed the fence, I was like... And so I had to walk out there in sock feet, dodging Rosie bombs, okay? In sock feet, to hoist this sausage onto the right side of the fence. And then as I'm carrying her in the house, old Kiki, old Chantilly, old aggravating ass cat tries to go make a run for it real fast, and I had to grab her by her scruff there, turn her around, and let her run back inside, because I'm not fixing to go hunt down a cat too. Christ almighty. That's why mama drinks the caffeine. To deal with foolishness. Vagina crystals. Placed. Connection to God restored. And y'all best be glad I got God channeling through me right now, because my demons want to take action. Leo. Oh my God. The drama that just came before you. I'm so sorry. Leo, what's on your person's mind? What's on your person's mind, Leo? What's their perception of you, Leo? What is their perception of you? What is advice from the tarot? What is the advice from the tarot? Let's see. Oh shit, you got 2? We'll take it. 2. Advice from the Taurus, 2 things. Okay, and the outcome. What is the outcome for Leo? We ain't even, that's 3 cards. What is the outcome for Leo? What is, there we go. Dang it. 2 cards, we'll take it. Jeez. I don't want these readings to be like super long. Shiza. Okay, so here we go, Leo. What's on their mind? The Justice card. So it seems like, first of all, you know, it could be, Leo, that they're thinking about legal matters. I don't know if they're like embroiled in a legal battle or something like that, where they're just like, oh my God, it's all I can think about or all I can worry about. But they could also be, what could also be on their mind is feeling like they need to be very level-headed, very fact-oriented, very judicious in their decision-making. So they might feel like, listen, I've got to make sure I'm getting all the facts. Facts, not fuckery, as Emily D. Baker says. Like, that's kind. It feels like the mindset. If they're not tripping balls over some kind of a legal issue, or they happen to be an attorney or something like that, and they're like completely into the legal scene, then it would just be about being kind of judicious, making sure that the decisions that they're making are based in fact, and that they're being very logical, and they're being very balanced, and they're being very fair. They feel like you are 100% in your element. The Strength card, that is you, Leo. That is you. And so they're like, listen, my perception of them is they got it going on. They are in their element. They are doing it to it. And like, they deserve this from me. They deserve this level, this caliber from me. I feel like they might feel like they have to show up in their best because you're showing up in your best. Or they might have to do right by you because you're not here to play. You're showing up in your full force. Strong as hell, Leo. Strong as hell. So that looks really good. Advice from the tarot. We have a 7 of Pentacles and a 7 of Cups. 2 sevens in the advice. 2 sevens. Now in numerology, Leo, 7 is the number of like spirituality and secrets, which really, like, I don't say secrets in like a bad way. I say it more in like that whole like this ethereal spirit realm kind of a thing. It's like an enigma in its own. It's a mystery, great mystery of the spiritual world and all of this divine knowledge and stuff. So the advice is kind of like tap into yourself and your higher self and that kind of like inner wealth of knowledge that you have within you, because it seems like you might be concerned that you're in a situation where you're like, is this going to pan out for me? It feels like a lot of options or a lot of choice or a lot of confusion or fuzziness. And, you know, I just want to make sure that if I sink myself fully into this, that I'm going to get what I want out of it, you know, Leo? And I feel like this is calling you to be inward, to go inward and look inward. And it's a bit of a confirmation that, like, yeah, you know, some aspects of this could possibly be a fantasy, and I think that's why this person is trying to be judicious, so as not to fall into a fantasy or not to make promises that they can't cash, kind of a thing. And so I think that's kind of what it's working on. But it's like, this is still something that's worth tending to, you know? This is still something that's worth your time and your energy. So, you know, put forth that time and energy, but center yourself in doing so, which doesn't look like you're going to have any trouble doing that. You bringing it. You bringing the most. The outcome, honestly, this outcome is like neither good nor bad, if I'm being honest, okay? So we have the Page of Pentacles reversed, and we have the 8 of Pentacles upright. Both of these being pentacles, okay? So it's like there's a lot of like earth energy, like grounded shit here for you, okay? A lot of that, Leo. But what this looks like, it looks like the most likely outcome here that you're going to see is having to put in the work, but perhaps you might end up procrastinating about this. Like you might end up kind of putting off working on it, or procrastinating, like really going live with this. Like there's something that feels like procrastination or downplaying, you know, like keeping it low key, keeping it on the DL, you know, like something like that feels like not right now or not yet or not all the way, not full, like I can't go in full, I can't put all of me in it, you know, there's holding back or a hesitancy or something like that I feel is coming through, kind of like it's not quite ready yet. It still needs to be reworked and worked on and effort to be put into it. So like, that's what I see you doing. I see you perhaps dragging your feet a little bit too much, Leo, but also needing to put in the effort. If you're wanting this to work out and stay high vibe, like I'm seeing here, then you're going to have to really kind of dive into it. Okay? All right, so that's Leo. Now, Virgo. Let's see here. Virgo. All right. What's on their mind? Okay. That's on their mind. What's their perception of you, Virgo? What is their perception of you? We have 2 cards. We might as well take them both. Why not? All right. What is the advice from the tarot? What is the advice from the tarot for our Virgos? Ooh, 2 cards actually came out. Jesus, both major arcanas, God. And the outcome. Whoa, there it was. It was that one. All right, Virgo. So the person that you are dealing with in the sticky situation, you got a lot of cards that came out. We're going to try to like go right through it, Virgo. All righty. So what is on their mind? The person you're thinking about or the situation you're dealing with, they're basically toggling back and forth between should I stay or should I go? Should I stay or should I go? Should I stay or should I go? I don't know. There is like a commitment phobic or questioning commitment that I see here. And that can be romantic, platonic, or otherwise, like we've already said. But there is this kind of like, is this worth dumping my heart into, or do I just need to cut my losses and get the fuck out of here? And that's what's on their mind. Their perception of you is that you've already won. Like, you're the winner. You're the best. I don't feel like they feel like they're going to be the winner. I think they feel like maybe one of the reasons why they're considering bouncing is because I've already lost this, or there's no way I can win this, or something like that. That might be a little bit fatalistic, right? A little defeatist, right? So they see you as being like maybe even self-righteous. I don't want to say that like to be nasty of you, because their perception doesn't mean it's reality. It's just what they think of you right now, how they see you. How they see you is like, okay, well, they're sitting pretty on the horse. They're the one that's the winner. They're the one that's victorious in this. They're the one that's getting everything. Like, this is a card of abundance. They see you in the top slot. They see you. You're the one that has like all of the love, all of the support, all of the money, all of the ideas, all of this stuff, where it's like you're the abundant person that makes shit happen and the one that's winning, #winning life, Virgo. Like, you're the one doing that. And they're kind of like, well, then I guess I'm going to find myself on the shit end of this stick, or something along the lines of that. You know, there's kind of like an emotional, I don't know if there's even some like jealousy or like, I don't know, you know, something like that, where it's like, oh, okay, you the big shot then, so I guess I'm chopped liver, you know, where there's like just kind of maybe a little like hurt feelings like that or something. I don't know. There's a feeling like that. So advice from the tarot. Woo! Is that some advice, Virgo? Holy shit! We've got the Death card and the Judgment card both reversed. Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. The advice from the tarot here. Sorry if I itch my nose. Judge not, Virgo. Judge not. Okay, the advice from the tarot, though, for real, is like, it seems like you are delaying something that's over. You're delaying it. Because it's like this thing is coming to some kind of an end, and it doesn't have to be like an actual end, like, you know, oh, it's a relationship and the relationship is over. Not necessarily, but if I'm being honest, both of these cards are cards about should I stay or should I go? Both of them. Even the Death card is a little bit of like, and that's the advice. The advice here, anytime you see cards that are in reverse, when it's an advice column, it's basically saying to turn it up the right side up. You need to go from here to this. So It's like either you need to let it die or you need to quit getting in the way of some kind of transformation. Something here is trying to change. It's trying to transform, and I feel like you are resisting it. You're resisting the change, you're delaying the change, you're not answering the call. Okay, because this is like, wake up, my child, and come back home to me, something like that. This is like second chances, renewals. This is like, it's over, it's dead. I'm saying dead and over because it's right next to the death card. I don't want to be overly dramatic, which I know I am a little bit, but when I say it's over, it's dead, again, it doesn't have to be like a relationship itself, but like maybe the mindset or the emotions. I'm done with you all the way, Squarement. I'm done with you all the way. After what we just did, please go lay down. Please go lay down. I don't want to have to pull out the ants all the way, but I will. Virgo, just rewind the video back after Cancer, before Leo, if you want to know why I'm Scrooge with her right now. Okay, Virgo? Oh, okay, thanks. Okay, thanks. All right, so anyway, but it's like you're not hearing the call, okay? Or you're trying to ignore it. I think you've got like red flags or guidance blaring in your ear. Burr, 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 burr. Do this, don't do that. Like, I feel like that's coming in pretty strongly for you, and you're kind of like, I don't hear it, I can't see it, I feel like there's a bit of denial, It just feels like that, and it's belaboring something that already is big, and perhaps big in its implications are even kind of confusing. So it's like, oh. And the outcome, I gotta be honest, it looks like inaction. It still looks like you're not going to be doing anything about this, if I'm being honest, Virgo. And I'm not even saying that that's the wrong way to be, okay? I'm not judging you at all. I ain't even fucking with that. But Virgo, it looks like you could possibly be dealing with someone who's a little bit narcissistic, perhaps, worst case scenario, someone who's a little my way or the highway, or, they're not putting in the work. They're not owning up and taking responsibility for their share of the shit. And it's kind of like, that's what they're continuing to do. The person you're dealing with, if that sounds like them, then they're going to continue to be like that. They're not changing. If this is you, you're not acting on something. You're going to stay here for a while. And I feel like you're going to stay here for as long as you have to, until it hurts so bad that you can't stay there anymore. And in that space. It doesn't mean, again, the relationship. In that space. You're going to stay in the discomfort until it's so uncomfortable that you're like, gotta jump, gotta move, gotta grow into something bigger. So that's what I'm feeling, Virgo. That is what I am feeling. Okay. Now, stray hairs unite in freaking trolling me. All right, Libras. All right. So what is on your person's mind, Libra? What is on your person's mind? What's their perception of you, Libra? That one came out fast. Advice from the tarot, Libra. And the outcome. What is the outcome for Libra? What is the outcome? There it is. Oh my gosh, you got the same outcome as Virgo just got. Wow, okay. So, what's on their mind, Libra, is the seven. I'm so... Sorry, y'all. The Seven of Cups. Jesus. You'd think after as much as I've done this. Anyway, the Seven of Cups is on their mind, Libra, which means they're feeling kind of overwhelmed. They're feeling confused. There's too many options. There's too many things, okay? They are preoccupied here, there, and otherwise, okay? So they are like spread thin, spread wide. Okay, that is them. Or they could be completely delusional in the ugliest sense, So either it's just confusion and brain fog, or it could be all to the other end of like, you're outright actually delusional. So they might be in a space where they're like not seeing reality. They're kind of in their own like fantasy, in their own head, like they've made up their own sense of reality and they're living in their own world that they've constructed, and everybody's on the outside sitting there looking at them like, bruh, that ain't even a real world though. Like, how the fuck did you come up with that? Like, there's kind of like a feeling like, okay then, that's Libra, that's what's on their mind. I'm just saying. So what's their perception of you, Libra? They see you as being either non-committal, wishy-washy, flippy-floppy, maybe flibber-to-gibbet. I like that word, flibber-to-gibbet. But they see you as kind of like a flake. Being honest. I'm not saying that that's true for you, but that's the way they see you. They see you as being a flake. They see you as non-committal. They see you as not being there when you need to be there. They see you as like when the going gets tough, the tough get going, right? It's like they don't see you as dependable. They don't see you as reliable. They see you as a fair weather person that's kind of like, just kind of wishy-washy and skedaddles instead of being there when they need it. Now that could be part of their delusion. I don't know, but that's what they say, Libra. All right. So the advice from the tarot is to stand your ground. You need to stand your ground, because if I'm reading this accurately to you, Libra, about a delusional world and them seeing you in such kind of a dim light, it's not the kindest way for somebody to view somebody, if I'm being honest. Then this is like stand your ground. If this is you, put all of you out there. Shine you. Yes, this is a bit of a defensive card, so I'm sorry about that, Libra. I am kind of sorry about that. So you might be getting attacks from this person. You might be feeling a bit attacked. You might be feeling like you have to kind of like, judo chop some bullshit that they got sending your way, Libra. But it is saying stand your ground. Whoever you are and whatever you stand for, just show up with that and just be it and do it. The outcome, though, if I'm being honest, it can go twofold. One, you're dealing with a bit of a narcissistic person. This is literally what I just said to Virgo. You're dealing with someone who's a little bit narky, that's like, my way or the highway. They're not going to change, the way that they think's the way they think, and that's just the end of that. So either you're dealing with somebody who's kind of like, a stick in the mud in that way, or if this is you aren't going to change a lot, even after this reading, I have to say. It feels like inaction. It feels like perhaps you aren't going to fight as hard as you need to fight, or perhaps you're going to cave and not stand up for yourself. Perhaps you just feel very insecure, like, how am I going to win this? How am I going to beat this? If I know that this person might be someone who's kind of like, whoop, whoop, and then what do I do with that? How do I fight that? How do I, how? And so the outcome here does feel like it's still for a time gonna stay in kind of like a contentious place, if I'm being honest. Contentious and kind of insecure. It feels like it's going to stay there for a while. But the advice is to keep this up. Don't drop the battle. Don't give up. Just keep showing up in your full glory. You don't have to be combative. You don't have to be aggressive. You don't have to be a jerk face. But just like show up. Just show up. So, okay. That's for you, Libra. All right. Now we have Scorpio. Okay. What's on their mind, Scorpio? Okay. All right. We're not taking this because we already got this. All right. What's their perception of you, Scorpio? What is their perception of you? All right, fine. Oh, shit. That's the worst I've spilt my cards so far. Hold up. Oh, shit. Okay, well, one picked itself, though. Okay, what's their perception of you? All right. Now, what is the advice from the tarot, Scorpio? What is the advice for Scorpio? What is the advice for Scorpio? Whoa, shit. Okay, 2 advice cards. Fine, fair enough. Fair enough. Oh, that's weird. We're going to talk about that. Okay, and the outcome for Scorpio. What is the outcome for Scorpio? Oh, God. Scorpio, what's up? Damn, what's up, Scorpio? I just got to know. Okay, so what's on their mind? It feels kind of like I give up. I'm not saying that they do give up, but I think what's on their mind is they're tired. They're really exhausted and they're ready to kind of delegate, I guess. So if they're not giving up, they're at least giving up the fight. You know what I mean? They might not be giving up on you or giving up on the situation, but they're at least saying, okay, I get it. I'm overburdened. I've pushed this really hard, and they feel like, I can't push this any farther. I need help. if we're going to continue, like if this is going to continue, I need help. So that's the way that they feel, Scorpio. Their perception of you is that you might be a bit unfair. I think they feel like they're the ones that have to do all the work, and you might be the one that's like getting out of it. Like, I'm not saying that is how you are, but this is how they're seeing you. They're seeing you as somebody who might not be fair, might not be balanced, that maybe they're putting in more work than you are, and they, you know, I get the feeling that they're feeling upset by that. So advice from the tarot. This is the most conflicting type of duo, period. You've got the Five of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups. The advice here, this is a card all about poverty mindset and lack. And this is all about like dream come true, emotional fulfillment, hooray, happy family. You know, so I feel like the advice from the tarot here, I think, is to become more aware of in what ways you might be in a poverty mindset, or even the person that you're dealing with is in a poverty mindset and like lack mentality kind of thing. I feel like it would really fix this relationship or this issue, this sticky issue you're dealing with, Scorpio, if you were doing something that was a bit more fair, a bit more balanced, a bit more like playing well in the sandbox. It's kind of the feeling, because again, you've got this person seeing you as being like out of balance with something physical. Something physical. So like your time, your money, your investment into something, your, you know, how much you offer or you give. I think they see you a bit as take. So they seem like they're here with regards to you. They feel like they're here. So I feel like you're going to have to confront why they see you as this, or why they feel like this in regards to you, and you're going to have to figure out a way to help move them from point A to point B, because I don't feel like you're going to have all's happy in the world if you don't confront why they feel so down and out, because they feel like they're left out in the cold. They're pushed out. Like you're doing something that they're not privy to. Like maybe you're living the good life and they're not. You know, that there's some kind of like, hey, I'm getting the short end of the fucking stick here kind of an attitude. You know, that's what they're feeling like. The outcome, the Tower, man. I hate to tell you that, Scorpio, because this isn't a fun outcome to get. This is something that's like hasn't happened yet. And this is something that's like you don't see it coming, and yet it's big. And yet it's a change. Now, this could be something as like realistic or practical as like a breakup, or it doesn't have to be so doom and gloom. It can be like a eureka moment where it's like, whoa, like, holy fuck, now I understand you. Now I get it. And it's like I've never actually been able to see it through your eyes before, but now I fucking get it. Holy shit. And so it can be something like that. But whatever this is, it's pretty big, it's unexpected, and it's something that kind of mind blower, shocker type thing. So that can feel good, that can not feel good. With the advice being a little bit on each side, I think you're going to find that whatever this is coming up for you, Scorpio, it's gonna be a little handful of both. Can't really have the gain without the pain in this situation. I think you're going to be experiencing a little bit of both with this situation. Yep, that's what I see, Scorpio. Just being honest. Just being honest. Just being honest. Okay. Sagittarius. What is on your person's mind, Sagittarius? All right. What is their perception of you, Sagittarius? What is their perception of you? Whoa. Okay. Perception of you, Sagittarius. There it is. All right. What is the advice from the tarot? Advice. We got this, and then the outcome we'll take too. Right. Okay. Here we go, Sagittarius. We got ourselves a nice little juicy situation. Let's show. Oh, sorry. Rock your world. Earthquake. Okay. So what is on their mind, Sagittarius? Either they're thinking about like an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or somebody that's like, hey, this is like a mother figure, or, you know, this is mom, or this is like, you know, the person that, this is someone who knows how to get it done, okay? They wear all the hats, and somehow or another it's like work-family balance, check. Best mom, check. Martha Stewart, check. You know, so it's like, what's on their mind? Either they're thinking about this person, or they are thinking they're trying to be this person. So they could be in a situation where they're like, listen, I'm just going to be thinking about me. I'm going to be thinking about my coin. I'm going to be thinking about, like, I'm going to be the best mom, the best parent, the best employee. You know, I'm going to have the biggest and best dreams, and I'm going to make them happen. I'm focused on me right now. So Sagittarius, it feels like their mind, if it's not on this person, they are focusing on them. They are leveling up and doing their business, their thing. So their perception of you is that perhaps y'all had a falling out, that you ain't happy. So this does have a tendency, Sagittarius, for me to think that this would be a romantic relationship, and a very seriously committed romantic relationship. So this is like, you know, a marriage on the rocks, a divorce, you know, like something like that, where it's like, we had a really big fucking falling out. We ain't seeing eye to eye right now. We aren't feeling happy, lovey-dovey, or harmonious right now. We are not feeling those things. So Sagittarius, they might be seeing you as like they might say, well, I guess I'm just going to work on me if you're going to be like that. You know, they might be like that. They might be like that. The advice from the tarot, oddly enough, is the Five of Swords, which normally I don't condone fighting. But the advice from the tarot almost seems like you might need to, like, show up. You know, like, you might need to give a shit. You might need to put some effort into something. And even if that means, like, being a little bit edgy, you know? Sometimes, like, we're always trying to, like, be peacekeepers or placate or tread softly. And when I see this as the advice, I don't think that's the approach you need to take at all with this. Like, if you're being bent out of shape, and perhaps you're bent out of shape and they're like, yeah, I'm not even going to work on it. I'm going to work on me. You're like, you know, it could be that. Then it's like, listen here. Show up and be like, no, homeboy. Like, you better fucking pay attention to me. Hi. Hey, problems over here. Problems. Yeah, you're going to have to fucking deal with this. You can't just ignore this shit. Like, fucking deal with it. And so you might have to be a little bit confrontational. You know what I mean? You might have to stir the shit pot just a little bit to get somebody's attention. Now, it doesn't mean you got to be disrespectful or nasty. You don't have to be. You can be very clear cut, very clear in the brain with a sharp sworded tongue without it being disrespectful, blunt, to the point, spitting facts, clear as day, without being disrespectful. And I feel like that's what it's saying. Now, the outcome of this, if I'm being honest, we got ourselves the Nine of Pentacles and the Three of Wands. This outcome looks kind of like you might start focusing on your damn self. Oh, okay, two can play that game. Sagittarius, you might be like, two can play that game. If you're going to sit there and only be focusing on you and your world, then I'm just going to focus on me too. Okay? I'm going to focus on me and my world. I'm going to level up. I'm going to think big. I'm going to go after my fucking dreams. And I'm going to let my ships come in. And either you get to be one of those ships, or you can fucking go off with your fucking Titanic ass. Because, like, I'm doing me. I'm doing me. And, like, I mean, flossy too. Okay, Sagittarius, I see you. But it does seem like, you know, you're not playing games with anybody. You're not pulling out any fucking stops on anybody. You're not even asking for anything that is unreasonable, it seems. I do feel like you might have a bit of a chip on your shoulder about something, but it seems like you almost should be motivated by that chip. You know what I mean? Like it's okay, because in that way you're going to, like, really just, like, put yourself out there and be like, boom, this is me, this is what I want, this is what I'm going to do then. I'm going to do me, and I'm going to do it big, and I'm going to give zero fucks about any kind of messiness from the peanut gallery of whoever this is that's got stickiness or who can't be bothered. That's Sagittarius. And I feel it. I feel it for you, and that's totally fine. Totally fine, Sagittarius, just gotta say. All right. Capricorn. Let's talk to our Capricorns. Okay. So what's on your person's mind, Capricorn? Oh, hey. Okay. And what's their perception of you, Capricorn? What is your person's... Okay. Well, let me put this in here. What is their perception of you? Advice from the, okay. And outcome. Outcome. What is the, wow. Did one, yeah. One did flip over on the floor. It always makes me work. It always makes me work. All right, so we'll go over it. All right, Capricorn, let's talk about it. So, what is on their mind right now? The Eight of Wands. So honestly, fast-moving communication. They want to talk to you. They want to communicate with you. This is, you know, at least you don't have somebody who's sitting here like, block party, not looking. No, they want to fucking talk. Now, whether they're going to come at you correct, I don't know. Can't really say. But this does at least look positive. They want to talk about it. They want to come forward and they want to talk about it quickly. There could be a whole lot of like text messages, phone calls, emails, in-person conversation. You know, there is discussions that are here to be had. So that is for you, Capricorn. They want to talk. Now, what's their perception of you? Honestly, I feel like they think of you, the guru, as the Hierophant. They almost think of you as like, okay, it feels like they see you as better than them. Why am I thinking that? It's like, because doesn't this look a little bit like God? I know that this card with the Hierophant is supposed to be the Pope. So it's like Earth's version of God. You know, like the closest thing to God incarnate is supposed to be the Pope, right? If you're a Catholic, that's what you believe, right? That's the messenger. Anyway, it doesn't matter, right? So it's almost like they see you as that. Like they're looking at you as like, okay, you're the one that has all the answers. You're the one that has like this supreme connection to all that is right and holy, you know? So it's like, it almost feels like they see you as having the upper hand or being better than them. And I feel like maybe that's part of what could have had a bit of a falling out before. It's like, well, you know, they're perfect, so how am I going to fix this with them or talk it out with them or whatever? But you know, you kind of see that. I kind of see this holier than thou type feeling. Like, do they think of you as being holier than thou? Do they think of you as being self-righteous? That's the ugly side of this card. But they could just be like, wow, you're better than me. Like, you know it all, or you like, it just feels like they see you as having some kind of information or knowledge that they may not possess, you know? They're wanting to communicate with you. So then, what is the advice? This could go two ways, and you're going to have to be honest with yourself to know which of two ways this could go. One, the advice is get out of toxicity. Break those chains, Capricorn. Break them. That could be the advice. But two, the devil is the card of Capricorn. So the advice could easily be get into your element more. Be more of who you are. Be more of who you are. Show up fully. And if what you are is somebody who is like maybe regimented with a certain idea of this is what it should be and how it should go, and let me take the reins in this situation and let me direct the show, let me hold the higher power differential here right now, then this is saying go ahead and indulge yourself. Indulge in the power trip. You know, it doesn't mean a nasty power trip or something that's like way out of balance. I'm not saying imbalance, because don't fall into toxicity. You know, don't be toxic, but be more of you. Live into your power. Lean into your power. Show the fuck up. You know what I mean? Show up, and you can call the shots, and you can indulge yourself in this. And the advice could be, just in general, indulge yourself in kind of pleasure things, because this is the outcome. Four of Wands in reverse. This outcome card can come two ways, okay? Either you are going to find yourself feeling a little bit down and out, feeling like there's nothing to celebrate about this, because like we had our chat, there's some kind of power differential here that's off. I'm feeling like I'm having to do all the work and put it all in there and take the reins, and it's not fucking cutting it. You know, so you might end up feeling like it's not fucking cutting it. This is not the firm foundation that I want to build on. you know, it's not happy, it's not harmonious, it's not working out, it's not going where I want it to go. Either that could be it, or if I'm going on a positive side, because this can be positive, Capricorn, it can. It can be that y'all have a discussion, you talk it out. You bring forth any wisdom that you have for this situation, and they are actually open and receptive to it. You come in with your full power in a way where you feel like, hey, a victory has been had, but it would be an internal victory only. It's not like you're going to get a massive like golf clap from this other person. I don't think so. But I think inside you might feel like, wow, like I had the wisdom and I showed up in my full Capricornian power and I did the damn thing and like golf clap to my damn self, pat myself on the back. So it can be positive like that. So Capricorn, I want you to kind of feel into it and know that if you feel like, if you're someone who's like a little bit pessimistic like myself, where you're like, nothing good happens to me, know that the positive storyline could actually be a potential for you. It could actually, and I feel the resistance. I feel the resistance. Don't you bite back. Don't you bite back, Capricorn. Breathe it in and believe maybe it's possible. Don't say, oh, it's going to be me. But say, you know what? Maybe it's possible. If shit is possible for me, bullshit, then positive could be too. That equal sides of the coin could happen for me, heads or tails. It could. It could. Just be open to the possibility. And it'll start opening up. That resistance, let it just open a tad. And you might see a little bit better energy coming in for your outcome. All right, so that's my Capricorns. That's for my Capricorns. Let's say. So here we go. Aquarius. Yes, Aquarius. It's your turn. Yes. Okay. Fuck. Right? What's on their mind? What's on your person's mind, Aquarius? What is on your person's mind? Oh, there was a card that looked like it was going to jump out and I didn't take it. That's okay. All right. What's their perception? Woo! Aquarius, they got thoughts about you, babe. Yeah, babe. They got thoughts about you. Okay. All right. The advice from the... Whoa, tarot. Hello. 2 cards. God, y'all got... Aquarius needs a talk. Aquarius needs a chat. Now, the outcome. Wow, that flipped fast too. Okay, the outcome. Squarement, please. I love you very much. Go lay down. If you want to know the beef that happened between me and Squarement, go in between Cancer and Leo's reading because I got pretty fucking butthurt about it. So, be gone, Squarement. Rosie, please go lay down. Please, baby. Please. You will get your food after I'm done. God, you're making me pull out mama voice. Did you hear that? I have to get low and I have to be firm. And I have to give, like, you fixing to eat shit eye contact. Sorry about it, Aquarius. Sorry to be rude and interrupt. Okay, Aquarius, what is on their mind? On your person's mind is the Judgment card upright. So, can go one of 2 ways. All right, if this is a romantic read, if it is, they could actually be thinking about wanting a reconciliation with you, Aquarius. They could be. It could be on their head where they're sitting there thinking, should I give this a second chance? Should I revamp this? Should I dip my toe into Aquarius's waters again? Like, that could be something that could be on their mind. But if this is not a romantic type relationship, they could literally just be like, they're in their head about what they feel called to do. They feel like, no, something is really big, something is really important, and it's calling me, and I have to do this. Like, I have to go and I have to do this. This is me. This is my opportunity. This is my, like, get out of jail free card. Like, this is time to catch the bus and go and do. Like, sorry, but I have to do this, you know? So it could really go either way. It just depends. Now, the reason why I feel like it still could, man. It could still go either way. Even with all these cards here, it could actually go either way because their perception of you, they see you as the Page of Pentacles and the 10 of Pentacles reversed. So how they see you intuitively is, first of all, right now you're not they don't see you. This is their perception. It doesn't have to be how you really feel, but this is how they see you, at least, Aquarius. They see you as being down and out. Gotta be honest. It's like they see you as like you had like the vision of like, you know, the wife, the picket fence, the 2.5 kids and the dogs, you know, like whatever it is, like the American dream, or, you know, whatever the fuck it is. Like they see you as feeling like you lost it all. Like there's something that's really upsetting where it's like, I lost it all. And they might see you as being like, you know, please come back. You know, I'm offering you one of these pentacles back. We can try and rebuild this. We can try and revamp this, resuscitate this, and bring it back to life. Like, we can do that, you know, take the pentacle. They might see you as doing that, but it could also be that they're seeing you feeling, if this isn't you wanting to get back with them, because this might not be you getting back with them, they might see you like, if this is like, you know, business or something like that, they might see you as being kind of down on your luck and you need their help, you know? Like, listen, I just lost my job, or I don't have enough money to cover that bill. Could you spare me a dime? Like, could you help me out with this? Could you hire me? You know, something like that, where it's kind of like, you know, like a need or something like that. So, but I feel like they see you as having something to offer. They see you as having something to offer towards them, but they do see you as not being in like the best place, perhaps. You might not be in the best situation or circumstance, but you do have something to offer them. So the advice from the tarot, woo, this is some wicked thick advice, Aquarius. The Devil reversed and the Moon reversed. Both of these reversed, holy shit. The advice for you, Aquarius, honestly, when I first look at it, I just think break those toxic ties, and really now is the time to get clear and set about your mission. To me, it feels like this person is going about their mission. Like they have their mission, they're ready to go. And now the advice is saying you need to clean up any toxicity you might be going on, heal, move on, and start your journey. Like here's the lobster starting the journey on into, you know, the unknown. It's like now's your time. You know, I feel like you have some level of clarity about this situation, Aquarius, that you didn't have before. And so it's like now this kind of like new information or new understanding is coming in, and I think it's helping you kind of like detach yourself from either that person or that situation or anything that, you know, it's that you're moving on from this. You're getting out of this. You're breaking free of it, which is really great. It's really great. But I do think you need to continue getting clear. Continue that process of clarity. The outcome, to me, I think what's coming up for you in the future really is just any conflict that's been going on. I think it's just going to be over. You know what I mean? So if there was this feeling, so, you know, conflict that had you stuck in this place where it's like, I can't do it, I can't have it, I can't be it, or conflict that had you stuck in some kind of a toxic place where you were dealing with like emotional baggage or, you know, like bad habits or addictions or anything like that. It's like, I feel like all of that's going to be clearing up and ending. You're not going to have to be fucking with that much longer, Aquarius, which is really good. It feels like no more fighting, the end of conflict, and not just like fighting with people, but it almost feels like you're going to be coming to a situation where you're going to have kind of like a sense of peace or a sense of acceptance about something, where it's, you know, it's like, okay, I'm clearing out the old and the toxic and I'm getting ready to do me now. So it's like whatever happened in the past, it's almost like what's done is done. I can't change it. You know, maybe it wasn't my favorite, but I sure did learn a lot. And I'm kind of like cutting ties with my expectations or my upset about it. I'm just kind of like going to just accept the facts as they lay, and I'm just going to go do the damn thing. You know what I mean? It's kind of what I feel for you, Aquarius. So honestly, that's pretty good. You got some struggle in here. You got some hardship in here, but like you're coming out the fucking winner. So can't really complain, can you, huh? Well, I mean, technically anybody can complain, but hey, you got a lot going for you is what I'm saying, right? All right, so Pisces. What is on your person's mind, Pisces? What is on Pisces person's mind? That's a whole stack, but the High Priestess did come out in reverse on top, so we'll go ahead and take it. What is their perception of you, Pisces? What is their perception of you? What is advice from the tarot? Whoa, okay, 2 cards. We'll take them. Did you see that shit? It came out. It came out, Pisces. All right, and what is the outcome? What is the outcome for Pisces? What will the outcome be for Pisces? Whoa, okay. Kind of want to take this card too. Okay, fine. So I shall. All right, so Pisces, yes, you ended up with 5 cards instead. I mean, 6. Can I count, right? Okay. Who cares? So what is on their mind, Pisces? We have the High Priestess in reverse. Now, first of all, this is the card of Pisces. The High Priestess is a Piscean card. So when it's like, what's on their mind, instead of actually reading this card for what this card means, I kind of feel drawn to say what's on their mind is the fact that you've been out of shape. That you've been out of shape with regards to them. You know? That's what's on their mind. Stop. I've had it with you, for real. I'm being hard with her because go back between the Cancer and Leo reading. After Cancer, before Leo. And crazy. And I'm over it. She's hungry. Food time is not for like 30 more minutes. She will survive. So anyway, they see you as being bent out of shape. They see you as not being yourself. You're out of your element. They're like, damn, my Pisces is not being the way they normally are, and I see that's plaguing their mind. Now, how they see you. Tell me if this makes sense. Tell me if this makes sense. How they see you is perhaps putting on a front. Everything's fine. Everything's perfect. It's okay. Like, I'm not bothered. I'm living my best life. Like, I think they're sitting here thinking, I feel like something's off, though. I feel like something is off. I feel like something's not clicking. I feel like something is hidden. I don't know. So they're feeling a little bit sus about you. They've got something that's like, I don't know about that. But their perception of you is that you might be trying to put on a show of like, everything's fine. No, what's the problem? Everything's fine. And they're like, oh. I'm making a joke because I don't see you as like a psycho killer, but you know where they're like, you know, like they see somebody that's like, no, honey, I'm fine. And then they turn their back and you're like, you know, like, what if I'm not calling you that, okay? That could be just like being dramatic for dramatic's sake, okay? So ignore that, Pisces, if I'm being a dick, like totally ignore that. But the advice from the tarot, though, is the 4 of Pentacles in reverse and the 3 of Swords in reverse. This is a pack punch. Please stop. No. She ain't even gonna listen to me. I already know. She's very persistent. Sorry about it, Pisces. Dear God Almighty. Okay, but the advice from the tarot here is, and now the cat's coming up on the table. Hopefully she doesn't walk in front. She walked in front in the middle of Aries reading, okay? These animals, I'm telling you, they all want their wet food. Never shall I film within 30 minutes of food time again. I am so sorry, Pisces. But the advice is to work on what makes you feel safe, stable, and secure so that you can pull through whatever heartache it is that you have been feeling. You have to give them credit. They feel more, they notice more, they realize more than you're giving them credit for. I think you're trying to put on a convincing show. You're trying to be like an Academy Award winner here, and they're like, no, I'm not buying that. Like, I know you, or I know this situation, and I know something's off. Like, I know something's off. They feel this. They know something ain't quite right, okay? Something ain't quite right, and they know, so you might as well let go of the front. You might as well let go of that, because It's like the advice is to continue the healing process. And part of, I think, what's going to feel healing for you is really just to, again, redefine what safety, security, and stability means for you. Because this looks like you might be going out on a limb. I don't know if this is something I've said to you before, because, you know, I do all these readings and I can't keep track. But it does feel like a sense of redefining that safety and security and stability. Like maybe in the past that looked like having a lot of money. Maybe in the past that looked like being married or staying married. Maybe in the past that looked like, you know, having the best job or the best car or being the cool parent, you know, like whatever, where it was like that was keeping up with the Joneses. That was putting me on the map. That was putting on this show in this front. And it was like, that's what made me feel like everything was fine and everything was cool and everything was enough. And now you're at this point where you're like, no, I've been there. I've gotten that and it doesn't cut it. That's not actually what's doing it for me. And so it's like now you're having to kind of like uncling, detach from that old way of seeing the world and seeing safety, security, and stability and kind of go rogue. You know, you're going a little AWOL here, you know? It's like you're just doing something new. What is going to be coming in for you, what the outcome is with this situation. The Death card upright and the Knight of Wands upright. And honestly, this is great. Yeah, there's like kind of like a slight, well, the Death card was on top. So yeah, because it was like this, right? Yeah, Death card was on top. So here, because I always pay attention to who's facing who when I read. So with the Death card being on top, then I usually do see this kind of like left to right from my vantage point. So these horses are looking at each other, which means that this outcome is in alignment. You know, people are like you got your eyes on it, Pisces. You have your eyes on it. I can't necessarily speak for this person that you're dealing with, but what I'm looking at here with the Death card, this is like clean slate, man. I'm wiping the slate clean. That doesn't mean that you're going to break up with somebody or quit your job necessarily. It could mean that. You could break up with somebody and you could quit your job, but it doesn't mean that you necessarily are. It just means that whatever all this hardship is and the bullshit that maybe you've been doing or putting up with or putting on the pretty face about, like that shit. It's like we're done with all that shit. I've outgrown it. So I feel like the outcome, you're going to see something big change, something big shift. And honestly, I feel like whatever this shift is, you're going to be able to really credit yourself with it, because I know that you as a Pisces, you're the water sign, but this is fire energy. And so either you're going to be, say, coming across somebody who's new. You're going to be coming across a new person that could have a fiery energy about them, Aries, Leo, Sag, where they're kind of like, this is someone who's new, they're inspired, they're charging forward towards you, they've got messages, you know, they're talking to you. This is someone who's like, hey, hi, I'm in your face, you can't miss me, hey. So either you're going to be coming across this person's going to be coming into your environment, or that's going to be your attitude coming up. If you're not in that place right now, I don't think, you know, because this is what it's looking like. But if you don't have somebody like that charging forward towards you in the future, then you are going to sit in that energy. And you're going to be like, I know I'm a water sign, and I know sometimes I can get bogged down in it, but not right now. I'm going to light a fire into my own ass, and I'm going to just, you know, I'm going to take this new thing, and I'm going to go ahead and really set the foundation for it and seed it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to go. I'm going to be. You know what I mean? This looks almost like you going rogue. You going AWOL. It's like Pisces just fucking dropped the mic and rode off in the sunset with perhaps somebody else or another job or another person or another thing. Like mic drop and exit stage left. Like that's what it feels like for Pisces. But hey, you know, I can't say that's necessarily a bad thing, you know? Can't say it is. Don't hate it for you. Not mad at it. Not mad at it, Pisces, but that's what I'm looking at. So, do y'all like that reading? Do you like that structure where we're just kind of looking at it from somebody else's point of view for a second, somebody that you might be thinking about messing with, something like that? Or do we like the more general messages that apply more to you? Do you like seeing it from somebody else's perspective, or do you like seeing it from your perspective? Because it can really, it can really just depend on your personal preference there. Maybe you're somebody that likes both. I don't know. We can try and see. What ifs? What ifs? I'm going to be feeding these hungry hippos in this house because they have driven me damn nuts with all of their fucking foolishness and Houdinian and craziness that started out at the beginning of this that made it seem like this video would never even happen. Okay. Oh, Jesus. And I will obviously be coming back with some other video in the future. Maybe a different spread, maybe a different concept ideas. I'm just, I want to kind of stick my toe in stuff and try new things because I don't want to get bored with anything. But I'm starting out small to work my way up to my bigger goals because I'm still too chicken shit to like really do my bigger goals. Chicken shit for real though. Okay. Thanks for hanging out though. I know this video has been long. Use the timestamps. Yeah. All right. But until next time then, I love y'all. Thank y'all for hanging out. And bye for now.